What has it been like to date as a vegan? Hmm.
It's an interesting thing, right? Just because they're vegan doesn't mean they're ethical, doesn't mean they're moral, doesn't mean they know how to communicate, doesn't mean they know how to do, and that doesn't mean they're an adult. And that's what I kind of found. And also, you kind of make excuses for people who are vegan. You like kind of let them off the hook for more things than you
Mm.
would if somebody wasn't vegan. Because to be like, oh, I'll keep dating you because you're vegan, even though like you were a complete asshole towards me. But you're still vegan, so I'll give you like more tries.
Aloha, everyone. My name is Vera Galaxy, and I am here with the latest episode of I Want Tofu, the vegan dating podcast. Today, I have Helene with me. They are the producer of several different types of Veg Fest across America, and they are pretty awesome, and they have a podcast. Helene, would you like to introduce yourself some more?
Sure. I'm Helene. I am the executive director of Veg Fest Expos, Triangle Veg Fest. We are located in North Carolina in the Raleigh Durham area. And I've been producing vegan festivals since 2014. It's actually the anniversary of the first one this week, which is pretty cool. Wrote about that in my newsletter. And I mean, I play pickleball and I produce festivals. And that's pretty much my life at this moment in time.
That's beautiful. Helene, how long have you been vegan?
I went fully vegan in 2011. Oddly enough, I'm from New York and I lived in Northern California, but I moved to North Carolina and went vegan here. But I went vegetarian in 1989.
Wow.
Yeah, I've been in this world for a very long time.
So let's get into the nitty gritty. What has it been like to date as a vegan?
I mean, to me, it's just a matter of what has it been like to date. Rather than it's like what it's like to date as a vegan.
Hmm.
It's an interesting thing, right? Because you want to date someone who's vegan. That's what you want. That's the ultimate goal is to be with someone who aligns ethically with you, morally with you, with the food that you eat. However, just because someone's vegan doesn't mean that they're compatible. Just because someone's vegan doesn't mean
True.
that they're a good human. Just because they're vegan doesn't mean they're ethical. Doesn't mean they're moral. Doesn't mean they know how to communicate. Doesn't mean they know how to do, and that doesn't mean they're an adult. So and that's what I kind of found because you'd be like, and also you kind of make excuses for people who are vegan. You like kind of let them off the hook for more things than you would
Mm.
if somebody wasn't vegan. Because to be like, oh, I'll keep dating you because you're vegan, even though like you were a complete asshole towards me. But you're still vegan, so I'll give you like more tries. That's no, I won't.
No,
That
I
won't be
hear
the case.
you.
Yeah, you just can't do that. So my previous relationship was with someone who was not vegan.
Yeah.
And it was for that's a whole story, just so you know. And
Oh,
that
yeah.
was for on it was on and off since I was 16 years old. As we discussed, but I'm 55. So in the last part of that relationship was about 5 years. He ate vegan with me. The household was vegan. He knew that when he lived in it. And he was, I mean, 98% there. He understood the ethics, he understood the animal rights piece. He would help
Mhm.
with the festivals. He, sat and listened to Gene Bauer and he had a full on conversation with Milton Mills. They had
Wow.
like, yeah, so it's not like he didn't talk and he didn't share his piece and like share his side and then have the conversation with people who are like some major influences in the vegan world, you know, and major
Yeah.
doctors and stuff. But yeah, so that wasn't, that compatibility wise worked, but him not being vegan didn't matter. He would leave and like go out for a while and he'd go eat. And it was a don't ask, don't tell.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah. I didn't want to know. He didn't want to tell. We just kind of went with, we're going to leave it at that.
Is that one of the only non-vegan people you've dated? Have you dated more?
Over like this many years, I've dated more non vegan people than vegan. Even the most recent person I dated is vegan in quotes because whole food plant based isn't vegan. right? Because it's the ethical piece to veganism, which is
Yeah.
you don't wear the animal products, you don't use the animal products.
Yep.
Just because you're whole food plant based, where you're eating, you're eating vegan, you're eating whole food, doesn't necessarily, it's not that the person ate eggs and dairy and stuff like that. The person ate a vegan diet, but ethically is using products that are tested on animals.
Yeah, I
So,
there.
I don't put the, and not that we want to label, and not that that's not good enough, but I kind of go, there's a piece to this that's the ethics, and it's important because testing on animals is a big deal, and you want to mitigate that. And to me, it's like, well, the easiest thing to do is when you run out of laundry detergent, buy a vegan one.
Yeah, that's such a simple swap you can make. I agree.
Yes, exactly. And the products are just as good. And I also understand finances and like the whole thing because vegan products tend to be more expensive, and but you can still find stuff that works, or you
Hmm.
balance it out, you know? So, but just that willingness to do that. So that was like as close to vegan as I guess you could get outside of the ethical part. And since I was with Steven for all those years, I guess go back. I don't think Troy wasn't vegan until after we stopped dating. So he's vegan. He's vegan now, but he wasn't
Nice.
then. He understood the ethics. He understood the vegan part, but he wasn't at the time. I was on OkCupid, and a friend of mine was on
Okay.
OkCupid. This is while in North Carolina. It's like years ago, but we compared notes, and we're very different. There was this one guy that she was like, "Oh, we have one in common." And I was like, "What's he like towards you?" And she's like, "Oh, he wants to go on a date and he wants to meet me." And to me, he was like lewd and rude and sexual. And like we reported him and then he was gone from the site. We had that one guy. And funny, and it's scary though, because he was being, I don't know, maybe genuine with me, which is means he's just a dick. And with her, he wasn't, which
Yeah.
is really scary. And then you have the guys who are like, "Oh, can I come over and cuddle on your couch?" No, you can't fucking come over to my house and cuddle on my couch. I don't know you. What makes you think that's okay?
Got to take you out for a vegan dinner first. Shoot.
And that's not easy to do because I really have to feel comfortable. Nowadays, people are crazy. So I don't even know where dating's going to go at this point in my life because you just don't know who the crazy ones are. And I hate to use that word because there are actually legitimately people who are mentally not okay. And those are not the people I'm talking about. I'm pretty good at discerning people, but at the same time, some people slip through.
Yeah, I agree. What is your most awkward vegan dating story?
I don't think it's going to probably lean not away from vegan. It's probably going to just lean to awkward dating because most of the people I've dated have not been vegan. I, but it's going to involve vegan stuff. So I lived in Northern California
Hmm.
and I was fortunate enough to go to Farm Sanctuary, the one that's out there. And
Mm.
it was around Thanksgiving and they had the meal with the turkeys. Well, not eating the turkeys, but you go and you see all the animals and you have like a whole day, except it was about probably 2+ hours from where I lived.
Hmm.
And I went in the car, we all went, and then like we all came back, and I had a date that night. And this guy I met at my friend's wedding in New York. I lived in the Bay Area, which is, San Francisco Bay Area, and I was living in Sacramento, and he wanted to go on a date. We figured that we were going to get together. He was going to come up to
Yeah.
Sac. He's going to come up and we're going to go bowling and we're going to go to dinner and do whatever and have like this more active date. And I was exhausted. I was like absolutely exhausted from this like 4 hours of driving plus the
Hmm.
whole day. And I was like trying, it's a time where there was no signal as we're going back. So there's no signal.
Oh,
And
goodness.
I was like trying to like send, like say, like, don't come. Don't drive the 2 hours to come and see me. I really can't do this tonight. I'm just too tired. And he ignored that.
Goodness.
He was like, I don't want to, I want to come. I was just like, I'm like, I don't think you understand. I'm like exhausted. We won't bowl. We'll just go to dinner. I'll take you to anywhere you want to eat. Anywhere you want to eat. So I picked a restaurant called Latitudes, which no longer exists. But as a vegetarian at the time,
Mm.
Latitude had this menu where they changed monthly based on a different latitude of the world. And the food
Wow.
was amazing. It was super cool. It was in Auburn, California. So that's where we went. And meanwhile, the conversation is like, he's starting to tell me about his net worth. And I like tune out, right? His stock portfolio.
Yeah.
Like, no, no. Like, this does not attract me. Great, you have money. No, I don't care. And I was kind of like, oh my gosh, I was exhausted. So we came back to my condo and
Mhm.
came inside, and he was just like, let's watch a movie. And then he mansplained to me, which we put on a movie and he wanted to explain the movie to me.
What movie was it?
Like I wouldn't understand it. It was, I don't know, some action movie or something. Like I needed it to be explained. So I was like, yo, but here's that my cat jumped up on my chest
Mm.
and the couch was super comfortable, and I just turned my head and I went to sleep because I was exhausted.
Now that
And then
makes
he was like,
sense.
I heard him be like, "Are you sleeping?" I looked over at him like, "Yes." He was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go." I'm like, "Yes, you should go."
Well, it sounds like he had a great day. I'm sure.
Well, the farm sanctuary part was awesome. And it stands out because I'm fortunate enough, I think, that I haven't really had the worst of dates. I've had
Mhm.
probably the worst of relationships, but I haven't had the worst of dates. I'm very good at dating
That's good.
alcohol. Yeah, I'm good at picking alcoholics. So
Oh,
yeah,
that's not that good.
yeah,
Okay.
I know, I know. This is, they tend to be fun personalities, right?
They do. Runs in
Yeah.
my family, so I get it. That's probably why I'm funny. No, no, I'm
Wait,
kidding.
where's the drink?
Like, push it out of the frame. No.
Right, all right. Yeah,
All right.
so yeah,
Do
next.
you have any vegan pickup lines?
I heard you ask Jamie this,
I did.
right?
Yeah.
So that's one that I did hear into that conversation, vegan pickup lines. And I
Yeah.
actually thought about it. I was like, if she asked me this, how in the world am I going to answer that? I don't pick people up with lines.
Okay.
So I think that's like the most important thing. I'm a really genuine human being. So if
Mhm.
I'm having a conversation with you, most likely if I'm interested, I'm delving into who you are,
Yeah, that's valid.
and the I mean, what was it? I remember like one of my clubbing days, like when I was like 19. Uh, you're too young for this, but somebody like a guy came up to me and he was like, "Do you want to have a certs encounter?"
Oh,
And
what?
do you even know, right? Certs. You don't even know that it is, right?
No.
Certs is a breath mint.
Oh, okay, okay.
So a certs encounter, breath mint.
Oh, like makeup. Okay.
Ah, yeah,
Ah,
right.
okay.
So that's some cheesy shit that guys have said. They put their arm around me and be like, "Oh, hi," and I just take their arm and go, "I don't think so."
Okay, that was kind of smooth. If someone came out to me saying if I wanted a mint and it's like in there, well, I don't know. I don't know how I'd actually perceive that, but
Well,
that's
it shows my age because there's no, I don't even think those exist anymore. But and it was like it was a commercial then, so a guy used it to his advantage ish.
mhm.
And sometimes, pickup lines received, I give people credit for them because they're fun. Oh, but when they're cheesy or sleazy, I want to get out of there as soon as I can. I don't really feel the need to use that. If I want to talk to somebody, I'll just talk to them.
No, it's so valid.
But I also naturally compliment people,
Hmm.
right? If I see someone and I like their eyes, I tell them. If I see someone wearing something or hair or whatever it is, glasses, I will naturally do that because one, I think it's a nice thing to do, and
Yeah,
two, you never know it's going to make a difference in somebody's day.
for sure, for sure. All right, next, I have something fun. This is our no meat, all heat. Do you think swallowing semen is vegan? Why or why not?
This has actually been a topic I've discussed with people. And
My favorite topic.
Ellen Jaffe Jones has written a whole book on vegan sex. Do you know about that?
I don't know about that. Do I need to get this
I can
book?
hook you up with her. She's not single, but I can hook
Yeah,
you up with her
that's
if you
okay.
want to talk about this. So I'm not swallowing. So let's just put that out there. No matter what it is, it's absolutely disgusting. So, but the, in a sense, scientifically, right? If
Hmm.
someone's vegan, then, and not, what's coming out of them is vegan. And
Okay.
what people say, like, oh, it tastes better if they're vegan. You know what? That shit doesn't taste good. So, no. I think sexually, if you want to do what you want to do it.
Like we don't count the seeds as being alive, even though it's like fluid coming from another animal, right?
It's
And of
definitely
course,
fluid coming from another animal.
and as vegans, we're trying not to like consume other animals, I guess. But that's also the fact of like not causing harm. So you're definitely not causing harm to the
Oh no, you're
person
not
who
you're causing pleasure, that's for
a
sure.
lot of pleasure for them to give you this fluid. So we're not going to consider semen itself to be alive.
No, well, the little spermies in there that aren't gonna actually pollinate that egg to make babies. I mean, in a sense, once they hit the air, I think they die. So I think you're okay in that sense, but you're not even letting them hit the air. It's going right down your throat.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome. I don't know how women do that.
How has being vegan influenced the people that you meet in life and also like just dating? So if you were to have a preference, would you prefer going on dates with like non-vegans that you have more things to be compatible with, or just like a regular vegan but hoping that you can be compatible with? I know we spoke on it a little bit more, but like I want to dive in.
Part of that compatibility, I would think, if someone's non-vegan, is their acceptance and understanding of me being vegan. Because
Hmm.
I'm not vegan, I'm ethical vegan. My whole world is vegan, right? So I meet when I do festivals, I'm around thousands of people at a time. So I don't have a problem meeting people because I'm just around people. And then when I'm not around the festivals, I'm introverted, so I'm home.
Yeah.
And I just really don't want to have anything much to do with people outside of the choice and like pickleball. And it's really my life is, I'm not kidding, is pickleball and home and then festivals and Zoom, a lot of meetings. And what I think compatibility is actually trumps veganism, to be honest.
Mm.
But the only way that compatibility trumps the vegan piece is if the person is vegan friendly. The
Yeah.
person is like my previous relationship is like with Steven, where there was no issues. Like we dined out. He loved food. So it wasn't like he was
He would eat
particular.
vegan with you, right? Like if you guys.
100%.
Okay.
Yes, we ate
Yeah.
some amazing meals all over the country, fine dining to fast food, and never an issue, ever. There was never an issue. So that compatibility piece is super duper important. And you could say, like, the not having the vegan part could make you incompatible, but that's only if
Hmm.
the other person, I mean, basically what I'm saying is the person that I'm with is going to end up being like 98% or above vegan.
Yeah.
And either way, because they're going to be interested enough that that's where they'll head, even if they
Hmm.
don't start there. Because I don't know how you're with someone like me and you're not.
Yeah, and you're not
I'm like
active in the
immersed in it. I
community.
make my money from
Literally.
it. I
That's
mean,
all we
I
talk
help.
about.
Yeah, so I mean, would it be great to be someone who's compatible and vegan? Oh, 100%. That would be amazing. I mean, there's after that relationship, I was like, I want someone who has a home, a job, a car, and I've added to that. Can communicate, is a decent human being, you know, as good morals and ethics. I mean, I don't think
Yeah,
I'm
for
asking
sure.
for, the communication thing, I think is a top priority for any relationship. You have to communicate, good and bad.
Would you say that quality is what matters most in a partner, like a future partner, is just communication? Any other qualities?
I mean, the communication is really important, but you still have to get along.
Hmm.
You have to be
Compatibility,
compatible in the sense of
communication.
like, and part of that is like the way someone communicates, the way you communicate with one another, the way you even say your words, the way you approach somebody, the way you handle
Yep.
delicate situations, the way you handle, flippant situations, the way you handle life. There's all that matters. And it's a unicorn. Or it's just that you get enough of it that you're okay. And
Hmm.
at this point in my life, compatibility it trumps, being hot and sexy and like jumping into bed,
Hmm.
because I'm on the flip side of life at this point, which is like really scary to say because I don't feel that way at all and I don't look it, but I am.
Hmm.
So I just kind of like want to be with someone who wants to travel. I love Disney. I want to be with someone who loves
Oh.
pickleball. Loves to dine because I'm an influencer, so I go around into vegan restaurants and I post about them. I post the pictures and I want someone who wants to eat food because, it's part of the fun is and I like someone who shares food, not like this is mine, this is yours.
Literally.
That shit's not gonna fly.
Yeah.
Like we share food, we put our forks in, we just eat
Yeah,
food.
you got to be able to try almost everything from the menu if you have someone else with you. Like that is the rule.
And I'm known, you don't bring me to a restaurant hungry. I've ordered like the whole menu. Yeah, I've done that.
Understandable.
Yes. And that was with two non-vegans. I ordered the whole menu. That was a yeah in New York City in Manhattan. They thought I was a a restaurant like a restaurant critic,
Oh, a food critic?
yeah, food critic. That's it. Because I literally ordered almost the whole menu. They gave me their card. The manager gave me her card at the end. It was really funny, and that was I guess the table was just filled with food, and it was with my nephew and with Steven. And
What
they,
place was this? Was it
yeah,
good?
yeah, yeah. It's Jajajaa. Yeah, yeah, yeah. In Manhattan. It's an all vegan Mexican restaurant.
Ooh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah. That's funny. So, I mean, I guess if I had a wish list, I want to be treated well. That's a really
Hmm.
important to me. And uh, for all for all intents and purposes, Steven did. Like he would put gas in the car, and he would. I didn't really have to like if I asked him to do something, you have to harp on people to get it done. For
Yeah.
the most part of the relationship, I didn't have to do that. It was towards the end where things got a little bit more like I really need you to do this. But
You wouldn't take them. Would you take them back?
well, that's an interesting segue because he cheated on me with my best friend at the time, and
Oh my god.
I found out via anonymous text message on Valentine's Day in 2024. I feel okay because I'm not gonna cry my way through this. So they did that, right? Because he's no longer in my life and she's no longer my best friend.
Mhm.
But then this year on May 9th, he committed suicide. It's been a rough few years. Yeah.
I'm so sorry to hear that. Wow.
So there's no way to take him back. And
Hey,
even though
sorry for
that
your
was our
loss.
pattern for a number of years, and 38 years, I knew him for 38 years. You know, that's not much longer than his own brother knew him, you know?
Mhm. I hear you. I hear you. Something a little softer. Dream first vegan date. Where would it be?
Mm.
Anywhere, any place, anywhere, any food. What would it be? What would be the dream date?
For me, like going to Disney would be amazing.
Yeah,
something I do. I'll be in there. I go every December and I go more than that, but every December I go for my birthday and there's amazing restaurants in
lots
Orlando
of
and
vegan options.
tons,
Ooh.
tons of vegan options. And so there's a restaurant called Victoria and Albert's
Okay.
at the Grand Floridian at Disney World in Florida. And that restaurant is a 5+ star restaurant with
Mhm.
a pretty much a custom meal that's like a 7-course meal that Stephen actually took me for my 50th birthday.
Wow.
Yes, the meal was close to $800.
All
Right. Now,
vegan too.
for us, yes, the restaurant's not all
Ooh.
vegan, but for us, the meal was all vegan. And
Nice.
yes, and it's funny because I've gone there 4 or 5 times.
Wow.
And yes, I've been very fortunate that went with Steven. I think I've been with Steven before. I went with Jeffrey, went with my sister, and then with Steven again. So 4 times. And previously, it was like $100 per person. It went up. It
Yeah,
went
I
up
bet.
significantly. And that it's romantic. They have Victoria and Albert. You have two servers. One's Victoria, one's Albert, and they take care of you. And there's a person playing the harp in the
Oh,
room, and it's
wow.
like when you stand up, it's where they take your chair and they take it out and they push your chair back in when you come back. It's like super fine
Sounds
dining.
like a honeymoon type of deal.
I'm sure that's for a lot of people. It would be because it's a very expensive meal. And that would be amazing. Couple that with like being at Disney and going and doing Disney and then having that amazing meal would
Yeah.
be super awesome.
Sounds beautiful. Wow. Do you have any advice for other vegans in the dating world?
Kind, be nice, be honest, be communicative. Super important. Be yourself, be genuine. No one can love you for a long time if you don't show them who you are.
I hear that.
It just doesn't work. And to hide that, it always comes out. And you just get to the point where it's not worth it. You want
Mm.
to date someone like in their 50s or older. This is the men. You want to date someone in their 50s or older. You better be prepared to be called out
Mm-hmm.
and take that well because you're going to be. Because what we don't put up with is crap. It's like life's too short. Why am I bothering? It's just not worth it. I'm good. Like
Yeah,
I'm good.
I love that advice.
I want someone in my life. I don't need you. So it's a very big difference between want and need. I don't want to be
Mhm.
in a position where I need you. If you're in my world, it's because I want you there.
I think almost the last thing I have for you is if you could send your future partner a message, what would it be?
Don't forget that even though we might not like each other at certain moments in time, because it's impossible for that to not
Mhm.
happen, that you still have to rely on that you love that person. You
Yeah.
still have to rely on that foundation that you've built, and don't shit it away because something happened. Communicate, talk, do what you need to do. Be all in that relationship because that's what each person wants. So make that happen and you can have something really special. The longer you're with somebody, the more there's possibility of life. I know. It's life. You have to get through that because it's going to happen whether it's with me or somebody else. Life is going to happen. Loss of job,
Mhm.
sickness, you know, just things breaking down, financial issues, all those things happen and they're all going to happen to every single person over time. Even if you jump from person to person, it's going to happen. You
Yeah.
jump ship when things get difficult, then go get counseling. Don't be in a
Yeah.
relationship.
Well, thank you so much, Helene, for your time. This is going to conclude the very end to I Want Tofu, the vegan dating podcast. Please check out Helene and the Veg Fest and their Instagram. Is there anything else you want to add?
Sure, vegfestexpos.com is our website. It's also the best Instagram and Facebook to follow. So that would be amazing. We're a nonprofit based out of North Carolina. And if you like vegan festivals, if you like vegan mac and cheese, you like to just do like vegan fun stuff, then I'm your gal.
Beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Of course.